So we talked about the midpoint. We talked about the midpoint being what happens after the road of trials, after the character's been developing and growing. Now we've got to pull them back into the plot. One of the things that's common is a kind of betrayal, a refocusing on the plot, a display of that kind of first special ability, and some loss of agency, some loss of the plan or your will or something like that, right? So the clip I want to play here is from the Buddha's clip. This is about the Buddha. And remember, I like to show you all the myths too. So this is Keanu Reeves, of course, who, by the way, I remember one summer just being like, holy shit, Keanu is shooting scenes in the disgusting men's bathroom on the first floor of studio school, or then studio school, now Husson College. No other school is Keanu Reeves shooting scenes in your bathroom while you guys are gone, but here we are. Here we are. Oh gosh, one more time.
If you tighten the string too much, it will snap. And if you leave it too slack, it will not play.
The village girl offered Siddhartha her bowl of rice. And for the first time in years, he tasted proper food. But when the ascetics saw their master bathing and eating like an ordinary person, they felt betrayed, as if Siddhartha had given up the great search for enlightenment.
Come and eat with me. You have betrayed your vows, Siddhartha.
You have given up the search.
We can no longer follow you.
We can no longer learn from you.
To learn is to change. The path to enlightenment is in the middle way. It is the line between all opposite extremes.
If I can reach enlightenment, may this bowl float upstream.
The middle way was the great truth Siddhartha had found, the path he would teach to the world.
Okay, so what you saw there is a very special spiritual moment, for one, but we're going to simply talk about it as a scene in a movie. And as a scene in a movie, that was the midpoint. And the midpoint is where, okay, so he betrayed his original plan. His original plan was to be an ascetic, to like eat nothing and starve himself and free himself from the influence of the world on his body, on his mind. That was his plan. And he trained that way and he cultivated that way and he became a badass ascetic and he didn't eat and he stuff. But then something happened and he made this wild decision. He saw this new idea. He had this first little glimmer of what will become his big breakthrough of his enlightenment. This is not his enlightenment. But this is the spark. This is not the spark. Don't think spark. This is the first little step that will become his enlightenment and the ordeal ahead. And that step is the middle way. His idea that, okay, wait, I don't want to just starve myself. My body is my vessel. I want to eat enough to be healthy. And that this world isn't just a world. It's anyway. So he starts to begin to see this idea of the middle way, this balancing. And this is the sequence where the bowl starts going the other direction. And so this is also refocusing on the plot, because when he sees this happen, he knows, oh, I'm ready for enlightenment. And after this, he's going to go sit down and meditate for 39 days and achieve enlightenment. And this is, that will be the ordeal. So the midpoint normally sets up the ordeal, or it works very nicely when it does. In Star Wars, remember I mentioned the midpoint was when, Neo, you're the one, Neo, you're the one, Neo, you're the one. Getting you ready. We're going to take you on the journey, going to take you to the Oracle. She's going to tell you you're the one. Then the Oracle says you're not the one. Plan broken. Now we're going to go into the ordeal. So let's now talk about the ordeal for just a moment, but we're also going to do a little bit more of the ordeal next time. The via negativa is, a way of talking about the ordeal as well. The via negativa, this is just a phrase that I'm using to generally describe the destruction of the team, the destruction of your plan, the loss of control, the loss of your hope. This is the waning of the moon down to its last sliver, the negative path, the deductive path, the path of losing what's left. And this is going to lead us into that ordeal. And we talked about this, right? Where we're going to transition. We're going to go from, let's see here. Just watch it. Watch it happen. This is the ordeal. This is it. The light's going out. We're decapitating the bull. We're losing the last of the year, the last of the day. And it might all go away forever. This is when we need a hero the most. Or our shaman. Oops, give me this. Huh. Okay, next. Of course. I'm always fighting my technology. Okay, so I want to take us with the few minutes we have left. I really want to show you. Well, actually, let me show you this scene first. So let me show you this. So let's take the time. Let's see the moon come back. And this is the beginning of Act 3. This is the culmination, the climax of the ordeal. So we go from the worst moment of the ordeal to now the light's coming back. This is the ordeal. When the seed finally grows its first little spark. That's the ordeal. Boom, right there. The first little, come on, don't be so skippy. That's it. That's what we're talking about. That's the climax of Act 2, that first little spark. Okay, so I want you to see this. This is my favorite version of this. And we're going to see it in, so we'll see this actually, I believe that let me do this. I believe that I've got this clip for you here. Make sure. No, damn it. Okay, all right, watch it with me. All good. So this clip is one of my favorites. Peter Pan, childhood hero, love Peter Pan. Tinkerbell, love Tinkerbell. And so what you're going to see here, Captain Hook, whose hook represents the crescent moon, and who himself represents death. He's the killing figure. He's the father figure. He's the tyrant. He's the one who's trying to make Peter grow up, right? He represents the grown-ups. So he is now going to come, and he's going to try and kill Peter. And this is going to be the death. And the light's going to go out. And then the light's going to come back. And you're going to see that Hook is literally going to go down. Then you're going to see the light go out. Then you're going to see the light come back. And then you're going to see Peter go up to save the day with his sword and with the light. Best, perfect version of this. Here we are. And we'll end after this. Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but I can't see it.
It's stuck on the moon page. It's stuck?
Yeah, it's stuck on like the moon.
All right, let's try again. How about now?
Still the moon.
Thank you. Okay. Let me just redo this one because we'll end on this anyway. So, here we are. I think sometimes I just have to like restart the screen share. Include audio, Act 2 PowerPoint. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so glad to know y'all are being attentive. Okay. And by the way, here are just a couple moments to give you a heads up because we'll end on these clips. So I'll just show you these. Right here's Adam, or here's Christ. Here's the ordeal for Christ when he goes to the bottom of the underworld and rescues the people. Here's the ordeal for Osiris at the very bottom of the underworld where that first spark of life comes back. And here, of course, is his penis. He's conceiving at the very bottom of the underworld. Just a few nice moments. Those will be for you to look at. But here we go. Let's do. And here. All right. Fingers crossed. Can you see it?
Yes.
There's the standard little skip.
What? Is anyone there? What? The Indians have been defeated, and Wendy and the boys have been captured by the pirates? I'll rescue her! I'll rescue her! What? Oh, that's just my medicine. Poison? Nonsense, who could have poisoned it? I promised Wendy to take it, and I'm going to, as soon as I've sharpened my dagger. Tink, you dropped my medicine. What's the matter with you? It was poisoned. You drank it to save my life. Tink. Dear Tink. You're dying. Your light is growing faint. And if it goes out, that means you're dead. Your voice is so low I can scarcely hear what you're saying. You think that what, Tink? That you could get well again if children believed in fairies. Do you believe? Oh, please, please believe. If you believe, wherever you are, clap your hands and she'll hear you. Clap! Clap! Don't let Tink die! Clap! She's getting better. Clap! Clap! She's getting stronger!
Oh my God.
Oh! She's all well now! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! And now I'll rescue Wendy!
See you in Act 3 on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.